Let's hit the live button, shall we? Right, so greetings everyone. Welcome back to another World of Warships Legends with the Hive Hand. And today we have got some live coverage of the Ocean Cup. And I'm joined with my co-conspirator, co-host, the Monk. How you doing, good sir?
Guys, I'll be giving some statistical analysis because I can, Yeah, we'll go over the game together,
Right, so it sounds like I'm just going to be covering this by myself from now on. Unfortunately, we just lost Mr. Monk to a 427-mile headshot. Bear with me.
In all seriousness, we'll provide the best content we can. We'll try and cover the game and see how it's going.
Unfortunately, this kind of sucks. I was under the impression when we were asked to cover this, we'd get the perspective of both teams, but unfortunately, due to some miscommunications or what have you, we only actually have Wasa's perspective. So we'll start off by having a quick look at the lineup. So Stal 2 are going for 2 DDs with a Kagero and a Z23. 3 battleships.
That's a lot of pressure for the 2 DDs,
3 battleships, being the Alabama, the Jean Bart, and the Lion. And then
that's quite heavy, those 3 battleship line.
And then the Wichita and the Okhotov. And have a quick look. So we'll just look at we'll talk about the individual choices in a second. So Wasa have decided to go for Black and Lo Yang, so they've gone with a 2 DD setup as well, and they've actually gone for 3 battleships with Kansas, Monarch, and Lenin. Everyone keeps on mocking me when I say Monarch.
Yes, I do love the Monarch. It's a very competent ship, though, competitive and in standard, though. I have to give him, as much as I want to give him crap for it, it's a very good ship. Now,
and they're they're rounding off their picks with the Celtic and the Mings. So, from what I can see, they've both gone for a 2DD, 2 cruiser, 2 battleship setup. Obviously, and honestly, picks-wise, Lion, Monarch, they're pretty much the same. Alabama, Kansas, close enough. The only real, John Bart, Lenin, they're both stupidly powerful. I don't know. What do you think about the picks? Is there any bad picks? I can see one that stands out to me as being pretty bad.
Yeah, I can see one that's an interesting pick. That Kagero, I don't really know why Kagero would be a pick, to be honest. I mean, the torp damage is really high, but why not just play Udashi? You can get the same torp damage and the same torp alpha with Udashi. I don't really see the Kagero pick.
So I was thinking, it might work out well purely because of the triple battleship lineup that Wasa have gone for as well. But
yeah, the Kagero, the only saving grace of the Kagero is the high torpedo alpha. I'm just not sure why you would pick Udashi over Kagero. It's honestly, I think it's better in nearly every way. I'm maybe the torps are a bit longer range, even if you don't use the screamer torps. But I think that's the only really, I'm not sure about the Kagero pick.
guess that's going to be the big question. Is he going to be using the screamer-torps? And another big difference is obviously Wasa have gone for the black for its radar. Do you think? Do you think the black's a good pick to have as one of your 2 radar ships that you're allowed?
But if the Wasa team seems to have gone for a very aggressive DD gunboat focus, at least for the for the Low Yang with the sonar support and the black with the radar. So they're really trying to catch out these DDs from the seems like the strategy. You've also got the Celtic and main supporting, and of course, since the radar rule, you can have more than 2 radars. You've got the mains providing the heavy firepower to deal with those destroyers.
Have they changed? I thought you could. No, I'm confused. Oh, right, hang on. Yeah, I mis-listened to what you were saying then. Yeah,
only 2 radars.
Yeah, only 2 radars, and Ochakov and Wichita, like, both seem to be very, like, HE focused in their ship choices.
Yeah, Ochakov is not very close range support though, so I'm a bit worried about that pick, and I'm a wee bit worried about the Kagro pick because it's not really good at defending itself. The Kagro, there's no utility besides the torps. I'm really worried about the Kagro pick. We'll have to see.
Both the mains and the Ochakov are gonna have to. They're gonna have to hold themselves back a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gonna have to play a bit further back. The Wichita and the Celtic can push because essentially Baltimore clones with a couple of differences, but yeah, we'll have to see.
Hoping these guys hurry up and kick off. Let's have a quick look in chat. Hello, Mr. Williams. How do you? I Too Good, supporting fleet members since 2024. So since right now, are you doing too good? Good luck, boys. Sorry, it couldn't be that. We're not playing. We're just here to oversee it. We've got this match coming up first, which is Wasa versus Stoll.
I've just told we got 2 minutes. We'll have to see. Give a third one.
Yeah, and so we got, and next up we have RMI versus UFO. They're supposed to be starting at 9 o'clock, so hopefully these guys kick off soon. Because if this goes on to 3 matches, this could easily eat up the hour. So hopefully,
but it could be fun, and that's the main thing. Let's see how we go. But yeah, what are your predictions in the chat? What do you think?
Yeah, what does chat think?
Just judging the lineup alone.
Off the lineup, honestly, like, I think I'm gonna have to put my money on Wasa. Purely because the DD choice is the biggest the biggest thing.
Yeah, as I said before, I'm not a massive fan of the Okachev pick either because it's a really long range support DD cruiser, so I'm not really sure how close you can get it. So we'll have to see how aggressive Wasa is and you're to utilize their ship picks.
Yeah, and Lima, how do Nick supporting the fleet and seeing how the competition plays? Welcome aboard, Mr. Boo and Lord King Potato. No, we are just watching this one anime. This is not me playing. We have the perspective of Habif at Wasa. But yeah, unfortunately, like, the Star were meant to be providing a link as well, but we've had a bit of an issue with communications. So,
all right. So, guys, we've got the Kansas on the left, we've got the Monarch in the middle, and it seems to Lion on the far right-hand side, on A side.
So the Lion. Which DD is that going out to support the Lion?
I believe that would be the Low Yang. The black's on C side.
And so we've got the mains over here. So both their radars are going to A.
You notice here as well, the cruisers supporting the DD, they're almost touching each other. Both DD sides on here. We've got the mains supporting the black, and you've got the Celtic supporting the Low Yang. Obviously, you've got the black radar, and then you've got the mains who doesn't have a radar, and you've got the black, the Low Yang supported by the radar Celtic. You see that?
Yeah,
that's some good
John Bart pushing right up as well. This is pretty aggressive from every ship on Master's team apart from the Kansas.
Yeah, apart from the Kansas, you can see it's a very aggressive play. You're supporting your D with cruisers as well. Either with both DDs have access to radar, as things currently stand on the Wasa perspective.
So yes, I am actually in the Ocean Cup. as well. We opted. I don't know. We may stream the game. It basically it's quite hard to stream a game whilst you're playing it competitively as well. So maybe some other CCs will oversee
if you just take
matches
a look at
that me
ACAP.
and Mr. Monk are involved in.
Yeah. ACAP is being contested, by the way. So we've got a DD on A from the other team. What's the other team called again? You said it's not
It's
Stal.
Stal 2. So it's
Stal
Stal's
2.
second
Okay.
team.
All right. So it looks like you said the Jean Bart is on A, was supported by DD. What DD do you think that could be?
In all fairness, so it's quite difficult because we're not seeing the other team's perspective at all. There we go. There's a DD
There we go.
entering
Charlie.
into Charlie now.
Okay, just from the chip stats, what was it? We had a Kagero and something else. What was it? Kagero
Z23 was the
Z23. Yeah, Z23 is a touch faster than Kagero, so I think Z23 is on A, and I think Kagero is in B. Just from the sheer ship stats. We'll find out if that's accurate later on.
Well, Habib's still not spotted. At least.
Yeah, he's behind the island likely. So on Charlie's side.
Yeah, we know that DD is tucked in. Leon is spotted over its side.
Alright, Lion on Charlie's side. The other battleships on Alpha as well. Wasa, it looks like Wasa secured the B cap.
Yeah, Wasa secured B, which is... I was going to say put them in the lead, but they just lost a cruiser. That's gonna hurt, losing a cruiser.
Was that on Bravo's side?
That was the cruiser that was over on Alpha, which would be not the mains. What was the other one? The Wichita.
That was the Celtic.
Oh, the Celtic. So the Celtic is already down.
That is big. Celtic is a very survivable ship. If you do not kill the Celtic, it can super heal and heal up, and it will sustain very good. One of the main reasons the Celtic is picked in competitive is because of its super heal and its long range radar. So that is big loss from Wasa here.
Yeah, Anime Games is suggesting whoever gets the centre cap is going to have the advantage here. You see that, but Wasa took the centre cap, and they haven't been able to capitalise on the advantage. Habib is now spotted in this battleship, so I'm assuming that DD has pushed out. Oh, there we go. There's the Olchikov, and
there's a DD.
There's a DD. He's been radared by the black. It is the Z23. You called it, actually. You did. Some big shells going from Habib, and that's
nice hits. Good solid hits.
That's a decent hit. I'm a bit concerned that Habib hasn't really turned much. So I was going to say he's going to be awfully close, and it looks like he is. Is he going to? He's going to narrowly avoids the first torp.
I think it would be worth taking that torp to get that back shot, though. If he got a bit more damage in that DE, that could have been much more advantageous. I think a Kansas eating the torp wouldn't have been a big deal, especially a Z23 torp. They don't really hit that hard.
Is he going to be able to hit the Olchikov?
I mean, Olchikov shouldn't really, because it's such a long distance away, and Kansas has really floaty shells, but we'll have to see. It's whether Olchikov was paying attention or not.
It appears he was. Olchikov remains unscathed.
Yeah, you're not going to hit... American battleships will be struggling to hit out super long ranges unless they do not see the shells coming. Follow-up torps from Z23 looks like another miss, which is good here.
Narrowly, though. Fair play. Like, those...
Yeah, those torps are good. Those Z23 torps have been quite good.
And we have shells out again. From
That's a good salvo on Okatov. It's whether Okatov can dodge this. No, he's giving broadside to that line here.
The Lion
looks like
doesn't seem to be trying to capitalise on it, though.
Yeah, I don't think shooting Okatov is really getting as much value so far.
No, and you can see, like, Habib's turned back in. They're contesting.
Yeah, he's decided to ignore it, yeah.
Slowly but surely retaking C. There's not a lot. There's like 50 points in it right now. So even though...
the retake of B was big. Was it worth the loss of the Celtic? Time will tell, but I'm not sure. I don't think so, but we'll have to see. Wichita is on Alpha. potentially a good shot from Habib if he's going to line up that shot.
I don't think it's worth it. If he lines up that shot, he's gonna show even more of himself.
I don't think the line's not been focusing on him though. We'll have to see. But if he can take down that Wichita, that would be big. That could potentially give them the game here. They've secured Charlie Cap and Bravo, and A is still being.
He has the angle purely based on the. Although he's spotted, the Wichita looks like he's backed up behind the island, so that any chance of that shot has gone.
Now it looks like Wasa secured all caps here. He's looking pretty grim here for small.
You say that like Wasa have just taken the lead on points, but they are down the ship. Ship health like wise, from what I can tell, I think Wasa are actually slightly worse off. But
only slightly
Ochikov,
though.
Every time Habib has fired that Ochikov, he's slowed down and turned out. As soon as he fires his guns, he jams on the brakes. And Habib hasn't been adjusting his shots.
It looks like Lion's going down here.
To compensate for that.
One hit. Lion is on death's bed here, but Lion does have a super heal, so if he can recover from that,
that's duck back behind that island, and he can recover so much of that. Habib is looking for that shot on the Wichita.
If he can make the shot, it's really game changing. Now Wasa has secured the B cap, and that's netting them points here, and they've got the C cap uncontested at the minute. So if they can still keep going, it's going to be Wasa win here, unless Stal either secure a cap or pick another kill.
I wanna point out that Ochikov is actually doing a really good job. Habib keeps on looking back, looking for the shots. He's frustrating Habib.
Every salvo that Alkachov wastes, Kansas is no joke, guys. So every salvo, there we go. Lion just went down there from black.
Oof. So, but Wasa aren't doing anything about C being taken.
Yeah, but they don't need to though.
Don't they? They've got a 200-point lead. Habib's down to half his hit points.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Like, this Okachop is big, because every salvo Habib wastes on the Okachop, he's not spending it on shooting the DD, the cruiser, and so forth. Speaking of the devil, that Z23 shot looks quite good. No, that's their fluff, I think.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like I said about the Ochikov doing a particularly good job, Habib's lost over half his hit points and only returned back about 10,000 damage. So
no.
Like,
but Habib doesn't really.
I just want to point out that you have to take into consideration that damage-wise, it's much different in competitive modes because everyone's playing so much smarter, so much more controlling. That
you're not going to get high damaging games in competitive.
You're not going to see a 200,000 damage game. If you see like a cruiser doing like 30k, they've done their job, because they've been firing more the DDs.
Looking what the worst wear here.
But that Alabama who came in, he was looking real good, and all of a sudden, he had some really good shots in the beef though. I think he could have done some serious damage to a beef. I don't know if he had the shots. I'm pretty sure he did the shots. I don't know if the turrets were turned or something. But yeah, he could have potentially done some serious damage to a beef. But just before he notices, it seems like a beef is clocked on. That's the Alabama down, and there's a 300-point lead here, and there's only 4 minutes to go. I don't think this is recoverable, but we'll have to see. No, that said 23 as well. Is he caught in the? Yeah, he was caught in the Black's radar. He might have just got away with it.
I think a beef's got a good shot here. No, okay. He's living on the edge though.
Welcome, Lush. How are you doing? The CL kiting. Habib should leave it and get out of range. You won't get out of range for Ochikov. You can spec an Ochikov for like 20 21k, I
You can
think.
get 21 to 22 if you really build it. Like it's like stock 18-ish, close to 19. Like you're not going to get a Ranger Makachev.
Yeah, like Astral were actually looking quite good with that kill on the Celtic
The opening
right off
kill
the
on
bat.
yeah,
But
that was really big.
but Wasa have kept their cool here. They didn't lose their shit when their first ship went down. And in all
Yeah,
fairness, it's looking really good for them.
yeah. As soon as they secured that middle cap and they secured the A cap as well, playing defensively is so much easier than playing aggressively. And they just used that.
Oof.
Ooh, that is a Orgachev didn't see that shovel coming.
No. Just dodge. Just dodge.
That's what I'm saying. If you spot the Kansas shells, you can easily dodge them. But if you don't see the shells coming, that's game over. Yeah,
So,
it looks like it's GG here at this point. With the John Bart's dying, the Wichita's low,
so
Z23 is running for the hills, and
yeah, I
I
was
don't know
going to
what
say
exactly.
if I was that black, I would be incredibly confident going after that Z23. I think he has used both his radars, so his radars are gone. But yeah, they're just down to the Kagero and the Z23 now, and that was a pretty clean win.
That was
I'm
a clean
saying
win.
that you don't know. There's 2 minutes left. Right? That Kagero,
This is-
that wild card pick.
I don't think it paid off for them. I'm going to say. I think the Kagero pick was really bit them in the butt. They couldn't contest A, even though they had the ship advantage. I think, or at least no, they had some ships there. They could have fought for A. I think their strong side was A actually.
We have a
So they could have
celebrity
really
in chat
pushed A.
as well, Mr. Zarpoon. What is this? And well, I was supposed to have the perspective of both teams, but unfortunately, we only got the perspective of one. So we're.
Yeah.
But after this, so we've got potentially 3 matches here. This first one it's going to Wasa. There is.
Yeah, it's 100% going to Wasa. Yeah, I don't.
There is literally no way on earth.
Yeah, no, it's not
Stahl
happening.
could turn this back. And in all fairness, if being honest,
They had a good opening.
if I was the Stahl DDs, I'd be looking to see how I could just end it. Because
I mean, yeah, but it's that's up to the player there.
that is up to the player. I would be like, yeah, this one's a loss. Let's get on with it. Let's regroup. Let's take ourselves outside. Have a quick chat.
I gotta say,
see what went wrong.
I gotta say, yeah. Like
Kagero,
Stahl played well at the start
I
though.
think the Kagero seen the potential there for a cheeky kill on the Wasa DD.
At B switch to HE, he's just gonna focus on the Kagero. He actually took a kill, took
did.
it Lo Yang.
He
GG
did
to the
take
Kagero,
it.
by the way.
And
GG to the Kagero then. Like that's impressive considering what was going after him, you know? I think opening salvo was great. The fact that he took out the Celtic was really big. But it seems like Wasa managed to secure a defensive position. It's much easier to hold a defensive position than push somebody, you know? So I think really, as you said, Wasa kept their cool, and that's what's giving this win here.
Thank you for pointing that out, Zach. Yes, those are Discord bleeps. I don't know if I can stop them. Is there? I'm not going to fiddle about that now. We're gonna focus.
We should focus. Well, GG's to Stahl and GG's to Wasa there. They both play quite well.
Yeah, like it was a coin toss until halfway through the match.
Yeah. It wasn't guaranteed until near the very end. I had to say it could have swung either way.
How do?
Yeah, I think the Kagero pick was bad. I'm not, in my opinion. I don't think it got any value. You know, we didn't get to see too much of the Charlie side because obviously Habib was on A. But I don't think the Kagero pick was very useful. The Battleship Crossfire, maybe we could have seen a bit more because I don't know. It's difficult to say because Habib's side was kind of the dull side of the match.
It in all fairness, generally that it appears to be a bit more dull, like competitive battles, but it's the strategy and the reasoning of why they're doing what they're doing, which makes it interesting. Baby in the background does not approve. No, Soph Soph was rooting for Stal the whole time, and
Unlucky,
she's
Nate.
not happy. She's,
Unlucky. Don't worry, it's still another match. They can pull this together. They just need to win the next two. It's still possible. It's not out of the woods yet. Hopefully, they'll still have that. You know, they're not going to get demotivated by their first loss, and see what you can do there.
right, so
But yeah,
well, we've had some changes in ship. The
I hope so.
Fenneman Rustov, who was in the Kagro, has changed. So
Yeah, I really agree with that. I don't think the Kagro has any place in the competitive, really. I just don't see the use over any other ship, besides, unless you don't have Udashi.
it appears,
You know?
if I remember these right, Habib's sticking with the Kansas. Feel My Flame was in the Monarch, and Negrum was in the Jean Bart. So it looks like they're sticking with those picks. Gillis has changed. Gillis was in a DD, right? Gillis is a sick DD player.
Yeah, you can see from the patch as well. He's definitely one of those DD mains.
Goofy was in the mains, if I remember right.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure in that one. I'm not 100%. I think. I mean, it's difficult to see. Yeah, I think the ship picks will have to be changed though for the style perspective though.
Yeah, Zarkun, you're 100% right, and we had this conversation at the starting screen. The Kagero was just a quite possibly. I don't know. They may have. I would love to know what their reasoning was for the pick of selecting the Kagero, but we thought it was going to be a bad choice because, denying yourself the firepower of any of the other DDs. Like, you could get really lucky and you can take something out with Torps, but you're not playing against, your average World of Warships Legends player here. People don't sail in straight lines, particularly in competitive battles. So getting those Torps to land is much harder than that.
Yeah. You need gunboat utility. You need some sort of utility in your DD. If you're just a torp boat, you're not providing too much value to your team.
Yeah, I think the only pick that I would have said could be worse than the Kagero is maybe the Jaeger.
I was thinking that, yeah, the Jaeger
with its 9,000 hit points. Imagine a tanky Jaeger build. You could get 1,100 hit points, 11,000.
Yeah. You need more than torps for a competitive DD. You definitely need more utility. You need a radar, sonar, speed, or concealment, and like gun power. You need a mix of. You need utility, and that covers most ships.
Oh, hang on, we have some more ship changes going on.
Well, this will be good. So, what do you think happened on the A side? From what we remember, because it was difficult to see from our perspective.
Unfortunately, it kind of sucked that we couldn't see.
Yeah, that was a really action-packed side. Yeah,
I think the fact that Kagero had to get out of there kind of left Stahl exposed. They didn't have anything to. Obviously, the Celtic went down, but I think it was Negrum over there in the.
He was on AB side, I believe. More primarily A, but he was on the AB side. I think that's where he died. Because he was supporting the destroyer on A.
Yeah, so you had the two other battleships. You had the Monarch over there, and you had the Jean Bart, and like the firepower from a Monarch and a Jean Bart without a DD, without a DD to keep them away. Like, yeah. That was.
You're just not. You can't contest a cap with Lo Yang with the 5.4 sonar, and even if you do lose the radar cruiser, Lo Yang is perfectly capable of spotting you and bullying you, because his detection means nothing because it's always going to be under 5.4.
Here we go. So Mark Gillis has gone for the Z23. They're still playing the Lo Yang. They're bringing up the Lenin and the Bagrat. Bagrat is such a strong ship. Yeah.
Peter Baratheon is a very... People think, oh, it's not that good, but it's actually a really good cruiser killer. It's a really good cruiser killer. Besides that,
Since
though, we'll
it's
have to
buff,
see.
it's amazing.
But at killing cruisers, that's the downside. It's not very good HE spammer, though. And against a 3 battleship lineup, I'm not sure about that. Oh, we didn't get to see too much of the ships there. I did see a random Roma pick, though. What do you think of Roma in competitive? That's another oddball as well. Super fast shells, but only 1,500 guns.
Yeah, but it's not what you've got. It's what you do with it. So I've heard.
Yeah. You've got fast shells. But honestly speaking, though, like Roma's fast shells, good armor, but you don't have overmatched capability. And most cruisers in this game in the competitive are likely Baltimore clones, which means 27 millimeters of armor, aka you cannot overmatch them. If they just bow tank you, you're basically doing nothing with your AP.
Right, I've decided, ready for next time we do this, I need a hot take button that sounds some kind of alarm. Lo Yang is possibly the most overrated competitive ship in the game. Oof, that is a hot take. That is a hot take.
Is a hot take. Man, Lo Yang is good, man. You really, I think it's overrated. I don't know. Lo Yang is so good.
That having that sonar and that duration in a competitive battle for contesting caps, like,
is massive.
Yeah,
massive. Without that sonar, though, you carry that sonar, it's got decent torps and it's got great maneuverability.
As its ability to like fight, like in a one-on-one situation, like, yeah, I completely get it. There's, the black is gonna outgun it. The lightning's probably gonna outgun it.
Everything will outgun it. It's essentially an up-tier Benson, I believe correctly.
The terrible will shred it apart.
Yeah.
But its ability to sit there, hide, or sit there behind an island and light up a contesting DD.
And yeah,
it's going to spell the end for the contesting TD.
Plus that, even forget about the sonar as well. It's got decent concealment, great maneuverability in the DD, so you can dodge torps quite reliably.
I see a broadside Jean Bart here at 15 kilometers. Oh my god, he's got the HE loaded. Do you know how many times I've done that? Do you know how many times I've done that in like standard battles?
Even competitive players make these mistakes. You know, we do this all the time. I bet he's kicking himself right now. I could love to hear the calls of
actually, we can. I have muted it because I don't want to give away their tactics. No. But we won't, because poor Habifi must be like that is a definitely kick yourself.
And he's not going to get a shot like that again. You know, he's not going to get a shot like that anytime soon. Competitive play is not gonna. You're not going to get broadside shots like that. You know.
No, so there is nothing at all spotted over on the east side.
Well, everything's on behind island.
The 3 battleships are very, very central, which
that's it's good and bad. It's good because they have shots on everybody, but it's bad because that means the flanking BBs, if there's any, have always got your broadside. Now, Habib's positioning here,
they're too concentrated. Like, Stala way too concentrated in the middle there. So I'm not too sure which BB it is that's out on the sea flank, but he can angle against all 3 of them simultaneously, and there's not a whole lot that they can do about it. Whereas if you look at the positioning of Wasa, their battleships are spaced out. Like, that battleship that's contesting B, Habib's looking at his bow. But everyone else is going to have angles, and that's a...
this could be nasty.
No, the Wichita's retreated, I think.
He still made something, though. He ate 1 shell. Still, 4K is not too bad. But, yeah.
That Lo Yang could be in some real trouble with the cruiser out there.
See that Charlie side DD? He's being a thorn in Wasa's paw here.
Which
they're still taking over on B, and they're capturing C. It's being contested, but they've got point lead here.
Yeah, they're eking out the lead. A is going to remain. I think they've got A pretty much closed
They've
down.
got a
If that Wichita makes a move to go into A, like Habib Siri with his guns.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they aren't contesting C. They easily could be. There's nothing right now that can stop that.
They are contesting C.
Yeah, they just said it as soon as I said something. It's like they
backed
know.
Up. They give away B. They just
I don't know why they give away
B.
B. They just let them triple cap them. This is interesting here.
Like
this triple cap is really
all
bad.
That's going to do is increase the pressure on Stahl. Like
that's not going to help.
Like it's only 150 points now. Like thinking from a competitive play perspective, 150 points is not much. You can get that back, but that's just going to keep on growing and growing. They are now contesting
they're pressure now. Yeah, but that's all that's done. There's 160 points. Like look at the point difference is stacking up, and they're still securing B. They're still securing C, uncontested here. Stahl really needs to contest these caps or do some sort of push here because it's getting desperate already.
They've backed out of C again.
There's no reason to back out of C right now. That's the funny thing. Oh no, the DD on Charlie is in a gun range here. It looks like Wichita could eat a nasty salvo here. This could be nasty.
That's a good looking salvo. Oh my god.
I think Wichita is almost dead.
Wichita is gone.
Dead.
Gone.
Bag ration. Yeah. I think the bag ration could have done a lot more damage. He could have potentially citadeled him, even if Habib didn't do that absolute smacking.
Now I'm confused as to. I'm guessing the Lo Yangs used his sonar. Toto. I'm assuming his sonar's out because I wouldn't see any reason not to go in and secure A. But then again, Wasa have got that option. They don't need to. In all fairness, actually, look where Toto's heading. He's heading towards B. He doesn't need to. I think he's going to go after those battleships, which is
there we go.
100%.
Habib is spotted, which means DD's pursuing on A. Okachov doesn't see these shells coming because Habib has gone dark.
Spotted again.
I don't think Okachov sees these shells coming.
He definitely wrecked his way to feel my flame as well in the Monarch.
That was a double battleship salvo. This is looking pretty grim here for Stahl, unfortunately. It seems. Yeah, and giving up all three caps at the start was really rough to recover from.
Yeah, and then the pressure on, they started making mistakes, and you can just see just how quickly.
Yeah. It's so easy to do that though. Like I don't want to give any downside to Stahl here. It's so easy to have pressure in these games. There's a lot on the line for these players, and when they make a mistake, the pressure really builds up real quick.
Oh yeah, and we've been in those pressury situations, so we 100%.
We can see the Stahl point of view here. Yeah. But I think the battleship positioning all on B didn't seem like a solid plan. Giving up all three caps at the start as well, I don't understand that tactic at all. The DD and Charlie contesting was okay, but he had no support.
Hats off, Stahl have not played terribly. They've just made and that's the difference when you're playing competitive to standard. That one or two small tactical errors, and especially when you're going up against a team like Wasa,
on there,
you're gonna get absolutely punished, and that's exactly what Wasa have done. They capitalised on the mistake of grouping up with the battleships in the middle, so that allowed them to safely get all the caps without too much fuss.
Yeah. If you rewind back to the Charlie side, you see that single DD was contesting Charlie, and that was really good for the Stahl perspective. But he had no follow-up support. The battleships were in no position to help him out because of the island cover, and ergo, if the battleships can't cover him, then the cruisers can't cover him. You've got Mr. Monarch over there on Charlie. Is it Feel My Flame? I believe he's over there. Yeah. So there's just too much on Charlie's side because the battleship support was too much. You need battleship support if you're running
on the
the triple
Loyang
BB.
from a Lenin. So anyone who sees these BB captains on Facebook saying, "I don't shoot at DDs," why not? It's
Yeah. You need to shoot DDs. DDs are still priorities. Even if you do miss the shot, it's not a big deal if you miss the shot. Because
that's a heavy looking broadside there. Is that going to be...
Oh, no. Not bad. It could have been much worse.
Lion
it doesn't really
is
make
so
a difference,
tanky,
right?
though.
Lion is quite tanky, yeah. I think that's GG's, yeah. Oh man.
I am Rogue. Can Rogue, actually, whilst you're here, because I have RMI's link, can you DM me on Discord and sort me out with a link for you guys? I've got a bit of a delay running. I'm not going to say how long the delay is, so people can't use it.
10 billion years.
10 billion years. 4 lifetimes.
This was cast in the future. Oh, hold on.
Right, we're not watching Wellen and his tree forts, the ultimate treehouse build in Rust.
There we go. Top quality professional streamers here, guys. There we go.
YouTube will play.
Yeah, in Rust. Many tree houses.
Yeah, so hopefully we're gonna get oh right, okay, that is let's
So while Hive is messing about here, we can talk about what happened that last game there. And
look at this, Penguin's like, check out my stats. Right, okay, so let me.
I mean, look at the average damage, pretty low. Just saying.
Right, okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a look at the ultimate treehouse build for a minute over there on that screen, right?
Yeah.
Because
So
I
think,
don't want to
Yeah.
give away what ships people are looking at or playing at
Yeah.
before going into the trading room. There is
Yeah,
still
so-
15 minutes until this match kicks off, so I guess that gives us a couple
Time
of
for a hot take.
any more hot takes. So yeah, Wasa won. So at this, we're in the first stages of the Ocean Cup. This is the end of like the I'm crap when it comes to leagues and things. What stage of the cup is this? Is like a group stage, and then I believe we go into another
right now. Yeah, we're not in the
group
limit
stage.
yet.
So this is the end of the first stages. I think there's like 30. Is there 30 odd teams competing?
There's
at the
quite a few
moment?
teams. There's a lot of teams in this Ocean Cup.
So basically, this is where what they're sorted out into their next groups now. So that puts Wasa. I believe that makes. Is that 3 for 3 for Wasa now? Wasa have won all of their matches so far.
I mean, it was a two look style, and that's all we know from my perspective here, watching this. Watching this one.
In the cup so far.
I think they've won most of the games, if not all. I think they did lose one game, didn't they? Or is that just you I'm talking about? I need to check their rosters. This is a wee bit confusing times.
Yeah, in all fairness, I sort of keep track of where we are and what we're doing.
Yeah.
And
And I
don't
focus on one clan at a time. Yeah.
Don't
But yeah,
tend to pay too
in
much
terms-
attention to the rest.
I'm not curious, by the way, as well. Since Zarkun said that Lo Yang is overrated, what would you choose over the Lo Yang, Mr. Zarkun, for a competitive standpoint? Because what would you pick over Lo Yang, Mr. Howe?
What would I pick over Loyang?
Yeah,
It's
because that's a tough answer.
I've got a bit of a preference for the Lightning because, honestly, if you get a lightly armored cruiser such as the Ochakov that's silly enough to get close enough to you, you can do quite a lot of damage. You've got that short smoke duration, so you can get out of places really quickly. But
Well, don't be a competitive standpoint, Hive.
from
I
a
know Kopov is not
competitive
gonna give you a lot.
standpoint,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that you're not going to get broadside Okotrops in a competitive standpoint of Lightning. Okotrop is going to absolutely ruin you with the radar, or if not the sonar. You know, the Lightning does have the advantage of longer duration sonar though over Low Yang.
Spinny Circles of Death, I believe. If I just flick through screens, that's just you, Lush. Sorry. I thought YouTube would crash if Monk and Hive were on the same stream together. Bizarrely, we do get along on occasions.
Wait, what? No, we get along fine. Just never mind. I'm not gonna say anymore.
What? Time. Now that we're not distracted by battles anymore, time for the monk abuse.
But yeah, no. Honestly speaking, what do you think? What do you think Wasa did really well in the last match? Because we know what Stahl did wrong. I think the battleship position was really bad, unfortunately. And again, it's one mistake, but hey, that's one mistake that they did make, unfortunately. I think the triple BB in the middle was not good.
Honestly, the biggest factor by far in the first game were the DD picks. Like Wasa
the DD picked the first game, yeah.
Wasa picked really competitive DDs, and they made use of them as well. And unfortunately,
they used them well.
Stahl made the wrong choice, and that match you could have, like, you've got to give Stahl some credit. They are a very good team.
You're like, even with that bad pick, I'm still going to say I'm going to stand by my point that the Kagura was a bad pick. Even with that, they had the opening hand. They had the advantage at the start of the game. Taking out that Celtic, if they capitalized on that a bit more, that would have been a critical. That could have been a win.
But they just couldn't because the Kagura was there. If it was the Z23 that side,
or Low Yang or anything like that, you know.
Well, Z23 was the other DD they had. So if that was on A flank, they might have been able to make something really work there.
Yeah, because the thing about the Celtic is, like, another thing Wasa really planned it out is even if you do lose that radar from the Celtic, Low Yang kind of has its own pseudo radar with the 5.4 sonar. So it would have been more devastating to lose the Wichita on the other side because I believe it was a Z23. No, it was Low Yang and Black, right? The Black radar is only 15 seconds. Is it only like 14 or 13 seconds? It's not very long, that Black radar.
It's not. The Black radar is short, but
it's really short.
It's really good if you've got the backup there.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you take out that cruiser though, and it's just the Black is going to struggle to hold his own compared to the Low Yang, because the Low Yang sonar lasts for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something stupid. But yeah, the Low Yang can handle its own. So despite the Celtic being a really formidable ship,
Hive would pick the Monarch. That is such.
Hive, why don't you explain how good the Monarch is in a competitive standpoint?
Right. Okay. So you've got to think about the factors that come into play in competitive. So your opportunities usually, if a cruiser's spotted or cruisers making mistakes, your options are limited. So the faster firing guns compared to pretty much every single other battleship on the Monarch is an advantage. Because if you noticed, pretty much throughout that, more so in the first battle, in the second battle, Stahl's tactics kind of, I don't understand why they set themselves up the way they did. But
the second battle was a bit more baffling. The first battle they had a plan.
In the first battle, you had sort of your battleship cruiser DDA, battleship cruiser DDB at sea. So normally you stuck in these like one-on-one. So excuse the expressions. Nah, fuck you, deadlocks. And it's battleships shooting at battleships, bow on, or shooting at cruisers, bow on. Like, yes, don't get me wrong, if you've got a cruiser that pushes out and, you know, it's not something that has particularly good bow armor, like a Celtic, for example, and you're there with a Lenin, you're really gonna hurt them. But if you're in a Lenin and you're up against another Lenin, that's a nah, fuck you, deadlock forever. If you've got the Monarch, you're gonna do far more damage by burning them down quicker, and then those super heals, you can, for your team, put yourself in a position to absorb so much more damage.
Just like the Okochov in last match, You know, you can do the same thing with.
Essentially, but in the Monarch, you soak the damage with your health
Yeah.
pool and your heals rather than
Yeah.
the dodging.
You're taking those hits. You've got the sustain. Monarch has the
It's
sustain, as you said.
Celtic.
It has rapid firing guns.
Celtic,
It may not have
Brian.
the high gun.
Wait, I'm
Sorry.
shouting at Brian. It's Celtic, not Celtic. Celtic. We have
Yes.
we have men wearing fucking skirts that says it's Celtic, and if you want to screw with a man in a skirt with a big ginger beard, I'll just add that little caveat. Go ahead.
But yeah, as I was as I was saying, you know,
It
the
looks
Monarch
like we are moving into the training room, so bear with me a second. Let's
make sure to hide your porn, Hime.
This is annoying. I want you to drop onto the other one, so we've got the two of them next to each other. Come on. Why isn't that good? Okay, can I? Rah! Oh my god.
While Han's serving this out, what are your predictions for this match, guys?
Bear with me, uno momento.
Something else as well.
Ooh, what happened there? We had a sound noise.
Your stream has ended. I can no longer see your perspective.
Oh, my stream on Discord.
Yes, your Discord stream, so I can actually see the game. Yeah.
Right, okay. Jesus Christ. Right, okay. We want that one. I'm going to get rid of that one. Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen. Why won't that attach to there? Are they in two different browsers, technically, or something? Right, okay.
It must be different browsers. I don't know the thing there. Don't know the thing there.
Right,
she was ended again.
Don't know what's going on, but here we go, and we can flip between the two from here on full screen. Let me.
There we go. And when you have a minute, can you start the stream again on the Discord side? Mr. High?
I need to share that screen with you. There we go. I'm doing... right, I know why you cut you off.
There we go.
I was flipping between them. Right, okay, so here we go. This is UFO versus RMI.
I've got money in this battles. I've got money in this. Who do you have money? Is that Lush?
Oof. Hello, Captain Yoink. I see you there.
Is that Lush there? Is that
Juice still admiring the stats? It's not Juice.
Oh, Juice to Goose. Yeah, it was.
Was it Juice?
Yeah, Juice to Goose is hyper stats. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. You got that. So, Lush, who do you have money on? Who are you betting on here? Are you betting on UFO, or are you betting on what's the other plan here?
RMI.
RMI.
Like Sir Nars is, if Sir Nars is in a, I'm assuming we're going to see him in a DD. He's.
Oh, look at this pick here, Friesland pick. Now that is an interesting pick.
That is
a bold pick, Colin.
That is potentially a really, really good pick. So
it's actually a really bad or a really good pick. It really is.
It's going to go one way or the other.
Clearly, clearly.
So
I don't know.
Oh, Tashkent. That's a risky option. If Morales knows what he's doing, he can really be a thorn in UFO's side.
I don't think Tashkent's a bad pick. I think Friedland is either really bad pick or really good pick, or Lo Yang, Tashkent, Kuchezov. Okay, I don't know about Kuchezov. Kuchezov is. I don't know the utility of Kuchezov is enough.
I have got them muted. We could be listening to their entire conversation here.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Right, okay, so let's check it out. So this is UFO's perspective. We are on board with Juice the Goose, and he's opted for the Lion, not the Monarch. Bold choice, Cotton.
I don't know. I don't think that's a good pick there. I think clearly it's the Monarch. The Monarch is the way. But the Lion does have 16-inch guns. It's very similar to Monarch. You think the Tashkent pick is skeptical? I don't know. I think the Tashkent has really got some wings to it. It's got triple set of torps, a lot of good gun powers, a lot of HP, and it's really quick.
It really does depend on who's captain.
It's a high skill DD, definitely. So we'll have to see. But then these are competitive players, so they should have that.
Yeah,
We've got Missouri pick on UFO side. That's a very bold choice as well. The Missouri radar.
I guess the Missouri is going to have to play aggressive to really capitalize on that.
I mean, the problem with Missouri is that, again, just like we built like the Kansas, the shells are kind of slow, so we're going to have to see if people can react in time. We'll see it.
So this is interesting. If you're noticing what I'm noticing, if we're looking at the map, this looks like UFO are doing a heavier push on the A flank.
It seems like a very heavy push on A side. Look at the DD and Charlie, almost unassisted in taking the C cap. From the looks of it, that is a very risky play here.
Swapping over to RMI's perspective, and let's see what RMI are up to. So they look like they're focusing more on C. So we might see some weird sort of mid-game like.
On Charlie's side, that lone DD could be in really big trouble if he notices what's going on there. Looks like they've got another. They're really supporting their DDs on the RMI side. You can see this here.
Looks like Juicy King already has a salvo out on Lucas, and
that'll be mostly bounces. That's a good angling right there. Yeah, nothing really much. Now he's got shots on. No, doesn't have much shots on anything here.
Right, I think the action is looking more over the other side. So we're going to swap back to Juice's perspective.
Friedland just lost half his HP there.
Oh no, what's going on?
You need to skip ahead a wee bit.
Yep, right.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Looks like Juice has not lost no HP. He's done no damage yet either, though. You've got HE on Lennon. He's giving flat broadside to Lennon. So if Lennon's got his guns turned as well. Oh, we'll see how that goes.
HE as well. It looks like it's HE coming back. That is that HE or was that my eyes? That was my eyes. No, it's not. That's HE.
I think that's HP.
No, it's HE. He set a fire on Juice. That was from the Lennon.
Oh, unless there's something.
Unless there's another ship, but unless there's a cruiser hiding behind the Lennon. That was definitely HE. Juice has been very bold here, going broadside again.
On Juice here, EP Salvo coming on Juice. Oh no, it's been flopped there.
It's HE again.
Another HE Salvo. Why are you firing HE on the broadside line, man? And that line is not a good target for HE. It has super heals. You're never going to burn down a Lennon with a. You're never going to burn down a line with a Lennon. It's just a waste of time.
So for a teaching moment, I'm not expecting that anyone will really need it. But if you pay attention here, Juice can pretty much heal back every single ounce of damage that he's taken.
Yeah, fire damage is 100% healable.
He had 3 fires. He got second fire, and look, he's not using his damage gun because he doesn't need to. He can just soak. He can just keep on soaking up.
The
damage. But unfortunately, the Lennon on the other side, as you can see, he's lost about the same amount of hit points as
Lennon
Juice.
had worse heals, though. Yeah, this is not a good play for Lennon here. Honestly, Juice could push AP and do some serious damage to Lennon here.
Look, Juice is just... He still hasn't used the damage con there.
He's healed it all back up.
And he's healed it all back up. He's down.
I think that was That was a big misplay on Lennon's part, not firing AP on the line there. He had Juice's broadside. You could have absolutely clapped him.
RMI seem to be making waves over on the C side, so let's check back in with Lucas over here in the New Jersey.
Looks like RMI are securing the C side, which is good. No kills as of yet. We know Lennon is quite low on RMI side. Salvo win from Lucas on New Jersey. Looks like a decent salvo, but it's not gonna kill the New Jersey.
He's angled pretty well. That's gonna be
almost
5K
nothing.
salvo. But like that's kind of what
It's not easy.
that's kind of what you should be expecting in competitive gameplay.
I really think Lucas's Arc of Fire. There's not really much he can shoot at. I think this is a positioning, a wee fault positioning here. He could really push in or either back out, because his current position, he can't really shoot at many targets. You know, I think his
that was a nice hit on the New Jersey.
He did get a better shot there, but he's going to have to do that quite a few times to get any more noticeable damage there. Looks like RMI are securing the C cap. They're also at least capturing A. I don't think they're going to hold A, though. I think it's going to be contested by the DD.
No, so we've got a bit of a stalemate going on points-wise here.
I mean, pure points-wise, I think RMI are going to take a lead because they're going to definitely secure Charlie's side. But I think RMI have lost a lot of HP with that Lenin hurts. Hurting the Lenin.
Check back in from the UFO perspective.
Alright, looks like Wichita is likely going to burn Juice again. All this salvo, all this usage on the HE, focus on Juice in the line is really helping UFO. I think that's really, really not good.
The Tash
Lenin's on death here.
The Tash Kent is also firing at Juice in the Monarch. And he's doing exactly what he should be doing. He's about 13, 14 kilometers away.
Oh, hold on, we just lost somebody there. What was that? The quality went down there. Looks like they lost a cruiser. That's bad. That's potentially 2 ships down if that landing goes down. Looks like Juice should really be using the damage control soon, because his heal's not for 30 seconds, so he's going to get real low here. I mean, the Tashkent's doing a good job.
But is he? Because we're 5 minutes in, Juice has been under fire the entire time. And what's he going to get back up to? That's going to be, what, 40k? Once his heal comes off?
Well, no. He's not going to heal. No, I'm saying the Tashkent is doing what he can. He's gunning the ship down. He's doing that. But, like, in terms of the targets, he doesn't have much to shoot at, though. He's doing what he can. I'm just thinking purely from the Tashkent's perspective. It's just all this focus on Juice here is getting no value done. This Lenin and the cruiser's going down, and it's going to be pretty devastating. I think that Lenin's going to go down pretty quick. Lenin has limited damage control as well.
His damage cons have to be running out. Juice was unlucky not to get a fire then.
Juice has landed 6 fires, potentially all on Lenin as well.
But just sort of pointing out, points-wise, this couldn't be much closer. Where, what?
No. Because of the Charlie fight.
We're 7 minutes into the battle.
There's a DD fight on Charlie's side there.
Oh, Charlie's side is getting busy. Let's jump over to Lucas. And...
Oh, you need to skip forward, remember.
I don't know why it pauses the full screen.
You need to press the live button in the bottom right, bottom left. That'll fix it to live broadcasting.
Jeez. Skill issues.
Alright, looks like...
Skill issues. RMI lost another ship. One of their battleships has gone down.
Yeah, that's probably the Lenin, most likely. Oh, nasty salvo there from the New Jersey, but Lucas responds with a blacked out gun.
And
so that New Jersey only has 1 gun in the front.
No, he's disabled the second one as well. So that New Jersey
that's a temporary disable, but yeah.
Penguin has got the flanking shots on the New Jersey though, so this could hurt.
Even though, I think Lucas is going down here.
24 seconds for his damage con.
It's not looking good because Lucas only has 14 HP.
I think he's aiming a bit low on that New Jersey. I'm not gonna lie.
New Jersey's still angled. I'm not sure about that one. New Jersey's still angled. Torps coming in, and I think that's GG's. Yeah, that's GG's. Pure Lucas here. There's too many ships on him. There was 3 ships on him.
And I kind of called it earlier. I said UFO were going to get A and RMI were going to get C. But UFO are taking B now as well. This is
looking pretty grim for RMI. It looks like UFO are going to are going to snatch this unless they have some sort of major comeback. It's still winnable, but it's going to be pretty rough to win this.
Honestly, I'm going to have to say, I genuinely think Juice taking that much fire and tanking that much damage. Like, he had the Lenin, the Wichita, and the Tashkent essentially wasting their shots on him.
And, I have no idea why that Lenin fired HE. Like, why would you fire HE in that Lenin? If you're trying to spam HE, that is the wrong boat to do it in. And you're shooting at the worst target possible as well.
I should have bought the Jaeger.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was really, really bad target acquisition. Like, shooting a line is not the play you want to be. Battleships are the least important targets in competitive play.
They are. I don't know if anyone's been keeping up with the Master of the Seas tournament on PC, but they're running a 7v7 format as well, and
wow, it looks like you're probably going to lose one ship.
It's all cruisers. It's
not even one ship. No, I think that fire's going to kill him.
What?
There we go. You lost the Missouri, but it's GG's at this point.
I've just found a way. Look, I can instantly flick between them. Look at this. We're technologically advanced now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting this whole commentary thing down. So I'd see. Look, like all of that damage. Juice was down to like 20.
Yeah, and he's got another 2 heals as well. It was such a waste of firepower, as we mentioned in the last match with Wasa. You're wasting all them salvos on like a dodging Obradov or a line or something. It's not getting you any value.
Let me just check. Is this? Oh, this isn't even live. Jesus Christ! Right there. See if it's still live. Like Juice is back up to 52,000 hit points.
No, it's over here. It's just a 1DD. Yeah, it's the 1DD. You can't possibly take down 6 ships in 3 minutes.
Honestly, I know me and Juice go back, and I know Juice is a fellow CC, but like this is the first time I've seen someone really, really excel in a round. And granted, what he might have done was make himself a target, but that's exactly what he should have done. And
that was perfectly fine. Like that was a really good play. I gotta say though, like if that Lenin had AP, it could have been a whole different story.
If that Lenin had loaded up AP, especially when he was broadside, that could have been
such a different story. As much as I want to say Juice played well here, he did play well, but I gotta say it was more the fact that Lenin chose not to fire AP at a broadside target, because that could have halved his health, and that maybe would have taken him out of the fight, because he was under a lot of fire. You know, just that 1 AP salvo could have made the difference there.
Oh, poor Sir Nars, he's struggling here. He's hurt.
He's just knocked out. What he can. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Is he gonna get a final fuck you? It looks like
he killed one bolt. He killed the other DD. So
GG's it was only one torp, unfortunately, on Jersey Kings there.
He did what he could. But yeah, I honestly think, from our perspectives here, I think the deciding play was just taking all that damage and not going down. And I got to say that Lenin player is going to be kicking himself for not firing AP. Yes. Like, I know I'm going on about it, but it's such a big... That's what cost him this match, potentially. Yeah. They wasted so much time trying to kill Juice.
Juice done exactly what he needed to. He baited the 3 of them. And, like, I think a really key thing was the Tashkent happened to be that side as well. And
the Tashkent did what he could. I don't think the Tashkent did anything wrong. I just think he just had the wrong on.
The Tashkent is a brilliant ship in competitive mode, especially when they played it like is it Mogis? I think his name is. Like he played it exactly how he should have, but the only target he had was a lion. And
he had really bad targets, but he played it fine. He played it fine. The bolt was working. The problem was it just had no good targets. Like that sort of build with Tashkent, you need someone else to spot for you. You need a worthwhile target, you know? And shooting a lion with HE is, as we've proven as this match has proven, is not a good target for HE.
No, so round
Yeah.
round 1 to UFO.
GG to UFO there, and hopefully the RMI team are going to reconsider some target acquisition, because I think that was really the biggest nail in the coffin there was shooting
Well,
shooting and just wasting salvos.
Zarkun, 100% agree with you, but if
but
if
it's not
any of the other battleships were there, that Tashkent would have been a real thorn in UFO's side.
If that was a Lenin, if you were shooting a Lenin with that Tashkent, that Lenin would be dead. Like the amount of fires the Tashkent can set.
Or if the New Jersey, oh right, okay, we need to hide.
Hide it.
Hide Juice's screen. He's doing stuff.
Back to the training thing. Back to the tree.
Everyone's
back to the trees.
Welcome to screen of random.
There we go. Back to the Google trees. There we go. Got it.
Back to AVG Secure isn't your default browser, but perfectly good to wrap up quickly.
To respond to Zarkun, as you said, Mr. Hive, I don't think Tashkent was a bad pick. I just think that the spawn that Tashkent got was really unoptimal. Yeah. You know, because if it was anything other than a battleship with a super heal, it would have done really well.
If the New Jersey was on that side, that Tashkent would have ruined the New Jersey's day. Really would have.
Yeah,
but
it would have been really rough. But again, it's just how the spawn went and how he went. That's just how it goes. But if you're running that Tashkent and like that build, you're essentially playing it as a mini cruiser. So you need to have something else. You need to have a DD that is going to do this job. You know. So I'm not sure about picking that boat unless you're going like a triple DD setup or something.
Yeah.
You know.
And by Juice not even engaging in that Tashkent as well, he just completely neutralised him. That Tashkent might as well have not have been there, which is a shame because honestly, that
you're scratching at paint. You're not getting anything.
But again, so what are the minor mistakes made by RMI there? Maybe what I would have done, and of course I'm talking from hindsight, I would have once we'd capped C, because they capped C, would have told the Tashkent to get over to C and defend C.
Yep.
It's fast enough. It's fast enough to get over there, but they kept him there. That was a mistake, and the Lenin not having armor piercing loaded
was such a big mistake. Was such a bad
choice. But we don't forget we've seen that in the last match with Habib. Broadside John Bart, full HE salvo at the waterline.
Unfortunately, Lenin fired repeated salvos. I think another mistake they did there is on the Charlie side. After they secured it, they should have set up a more defensive position to hold the Charlie cap, and then use that as a point to establish crossfires. I'm not sure they quite did that.
I forgot to look actually, and let's skip back a second here to have a look at the ship picks as they go out, because we didn't pay attention. We'll catch up to the action in a second. So Friesland, they changed out for an Anchorage, and they put Sheeny in a Missouri this time.
Missouri was
Rogue has come in. Rogue and Jersey have swapped out, and Rogue has come in with the mains.
They had the Missouri last game, Hive.
Oh, they did. Hang on, Anchorage. Oh, it's Rogue.
Anchorage is a new pick, and it looks like a Celtic is a new pick as well. They're sticking with the Friesland pick as well. It looks like Moji's has swapped from the Tashkent to the Lightning. And Phoenix has gone with a Roma instead of a New Jersey, it looks like.
All right, so let's catch up
Triple
with the
setup from RMI. Alright, looks like you have A side has no cruiser. Looks like the bag ration is going to support the DD on A. Looks like the C side they already have their triple ship, their battleship, cruiser, and destroyer.
Why do I have to press the live button again? God damn it.
Unless you're skipping ahead with it, but yeah.
Right, and we're looking like we've got UFO again going with a heavy push on A.
Yeah, heavy push on A sides. And a very weak, only a single cruiser on Charlie again. they're really committing. That player on Charlie's got
No.
really
I think they're sending the DD out there as well.
Yeah, looks like they're getting the DD and Charlie as well. Yeah.
So
With
unfortunately,
the
we
cruiser
can't
taking
see what the other ships are. Cruiser's gonna contest and hold B, and oof.
All right, here we go. We got Roma here.
And
Lion has got very low, very slow shells. I'm not sure that gave enough lead there from just there.
but
He has got
AP is
AP
loaded.
I think that's gonna be a miss. I think that's gonna be a miss though.
No,
he got one
only
hit.
One hit.
Yeah, I think he could have led that bit more. Lion's got really slow shells, but then it was a really snapshot shot. So I'm being pernickety here to the extent.
See, I thought that was going to be a real heavy push on A, but if you look at where the cruiser and the battleship is for
They
for
disengaged
UFO,
it. They've kind of decided not to do it. Looks like the A cap's being contested, B's obviously being contested, and C
B's not.
there's
being
been no
contested.
action.
UFO taking B. B is taking
Wow,
over.
really?
B is
Really?
taking over quite nicely. There.
Why are you giving up B cap? Like it's such an easy cap. Usually in competitive games, this map B is easily contested.
RMY. Lucas has got a broadside shot on the Missouri in the Jean
That's
Bart.
John Bart, really fast shells of John Bart. Pretty hard to dodge. 12k. Did he pop a real booster? Lucas?
He didn't.
Is he popping a real
And
booster?
Missouri Sheeny is
Why not?
still broadside.
He's popped the real booster now. That was a bit late in the real booster.
That
Hopefully, he can shoot the mains though. You get shots in the mains. That's more valuable.
That was a really strong but unfortunately wasted opportunity. Although it looked like he got a decent salvo off.
He didn't give enough lead on Rogue either, because Rogue turned away. He spotted the salvo. I think he was a wee bit too late in that real booster.
Yeah, if he had slapped that, like I understand it was at range, but it was the perfect shot. And if
you're not going to get many shots like that in competitive games, it's very difficult. You see a broadside battleship, you have to capitalize on that, or anything. Like they were got another shot upcoming there,
and it's still a really good angle. Like this could really
I don't know. I don't know, but we'll have to see. Jean Bart's got good pen, but we'll have to see. I think Missouri's caught onto it though. Did he miss?
He missed.
I think either Missouri really turned or he got robbed from RNG there.
Yeah, RNG is not on your side.
Oh, I'm not sure about that shot either. That's the Missouri's angling here. I would have shot the Lion. Now you see that cruiser there and the DD. I would be focusing on them over this Missouri here.
I would 100%.
I don't know why you're looking at that perspective.
Yeah, look from Juice's perspective. Got the Roma. Oh,
notice how he's targeted the position. He's not choosing the battleship. He's choosing the cruiser here. He's not going to get a shot in time because Lion shells are too slow. So I wouldn't have fired the shot.
He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't fire the shot. There we go. He didn't fire the shot because he knows that the Lion shells are too slow for that. Roma has got too much island cover, so he's going to reposition himself. Looks like he's going to reposition himself to get better shots.
Oh, I just realised RMI have lost a DD.
Oh wow, they have. They've lost a DD. It looks like they've lost it on Charlie's side. From the looks of it, Charlie's side have lost their DD. Oh, switching back to Lucas' perspective randomly.
Oh, there is a broadside Juice.
Again, another broadside Juice. This time, Lucas has the AP loaded, but is RNG going to favour on him, or is he going to give him the crap?
Oh,
3 pens is good, but not really what he wanted.
No, and he's been absolutely punished.
Yeah,
for pushing out and getting that shot.
He had great shots though. Given his position was really good, and unfortunately though, RNG and a wee bit too slow in the draw. I think Lucas was really good positioning though. He's not going down.
I'm seeing a bit of a problem here. If we look at RMI's positioning, you've got a BB and a cruiser tied up in the same square.
That's not good. You can't really establish crossfires. You're not going to get much utility of the same boat in the same position. Looks like a really off-shot Missouri. I probably would have switched to HE here. John Bart's got really good HE. I probably would have stuck with the AP. The HE would have done a bit more there. I'm assuming he's using Dunkirk. I could be wrong, but you know.
I hate it that this doesn't keep it alive. So, there's a broadside Ochakov, or is
now I would 100% go for the Okachev here. Now Okachev's real quick though, so he's gonna have to give a lot of lead. You set it a little bit high, but you kind of want to aim a little bit high and to ensure more hits. So I think that's a really good shot on Okachov. Yep, 4 hits with HE.
4 hits and
fire and a cap as well. Now he's probably going to either follow up on Okachov or maybe hit the Missouri. I would follow up on Okachov. He's turning away though, so he's going to be a pretty hard target to hit. And Okachov is really fast and really agile, guys. It's not an easy target to hit. With a line with a 9-second travel time. Looks like another decent shot from Juice. No, it looks like Okachov has duped it. It was decent.
Okachov has wised up slightly and started adjusting course after that last slap.
But that Okachov has used damage control because whatever the in-cap that was, it may have been an engine or rudder, and he's had to damage control that. So that's really damaging there. Lenin is on fire. Looks like Juice is going to follow up with more fire. He's giving an angle to try and entice the Lenin to shoot him there. You notice this? He's not quite broadside, but he's broadside enough to warrant a shot. Again, he's playing that tank
but also
role.
Broadside and angled enough to pretty much mitigate whatever's going to get thrown at him.
Yeah,
Lenin's
really,
not taking
really
the bait though, which is like honestly like fair play.
It's good. Yeah, they've learned from last game, definitely.
It's
at the same time,
it's a smart play not to waste a salvo.
Yeah, but at the same time, Lennon's living on borrowed time. That's a double fire from Lennon here. And Jean Bart is not particularly strong against HE. Unless you're hitting in front on, Jean Bart is really weak against HE.
Lucas has got a really nice shot on mains.
Again, I'm going to say, Lucas' positioning is on point. Like, if he had been nailing those shots a bit more reliably, if RNG and just a bit more quick draw, he had potential to do some serious damage.
I would have 100% have expected when lining up that shot on the mains that he was going to pull forward. So yeah, I would have aimed a bit more towards the bow. But, like, positioning-wise, he's held that corner. And he's taken hell, and he's totaled up almost 100k damage there as well.
I'm gonna say, man, if he had a bit of RNG, he could have slapped Missouri. He could have dev struck the mains, and he could have dev struck with the other cruiser as well. What was it again? I think it was the mains again. He could have had a shot on. He could have dev struck the mains, and he could have slapped the Missouri. He's got another shot on the mains here.
But yeah, Rogue in that mains he's doing exactly what he needs to do, and he's just 100%. Duking out
but
the way.
At the same time, though, I got to say, Lucas, from RMI's perspective, I know we're watching him, but I can definitely see the MVP player here really well, really good positioning. He's still surviving. He's not wasting his damage control. He's got 12 seconds. Get really good positioning, really good shots. You just kind of wish he was in a more punching boat. Like a more punchy bolt. Maybe New Jersey here would have been actually much better.
I don't know. That John Bart with the reload booster is nasty, and he's had the flanks a lot. He just and he's definitely been capitalising it. Like 100k in competitive is
100k in competitive is big. Like that's not easy to get. He's done really good value.
That's not nothing.
Maybe he wouldn't have, but yeah. Like I know RMI is not looking in a good position to win this game, but he's been doing really well at punishing ships here.
He's just been, I don't know, I kind of almost want to watch this back purely from Lucas's perspective to see how much of it. Nice shot on the mains. That was unfortunate.
Zarkin doesn't agree with this. Yeah, he thinks that shot is. He thinks his positioning is not very good. I mean, you look at that Citadel there. I mean, the game's almost over. But like, you got to admit the damage he's been pumping out. If he had a bit of RNG, he could have been taking at ships all left, right, and center.
Getting 100k, almost 120k in a competitive match is.
Like, yeah, I gotta disagree with you, Mrs. Zarkun. That is a really. He played his heart out there. He played really well.
In some work there.
Yeah. I'm sure the influence was a bit, but I think he did really well. In terms of what happened here, I think UFO was cleaning this up, of course. There's only 2 ships versus their 5. They've got cap control and points advantage. Roma's still very healthy near the end of the match. I don't know how much Roma's done.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
that
Roma did so
Roma
much.
was in the same square as the cruiser that we pointed out earlier, which
Yeah.
I think was a bad call. They took. See, the problem is when you've got two ships in a square, like Monk rightly pointed out, you can't set up crossfires and things like that. Like, yeah, fair enough, you can't set up crossfires, but the other edge to that sword is if one ship has
I'm
to
gonna.
disengage, so does the other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're not only removing any crossfire, you're potentially, you know, taking two ships out of the game because a dangerous ship has positioned itself
I
where
gotta. I gotta say here. Yeah. Sorry.
you
I
have
continue
to
your point there.
hide.
My mistake.
But yeah, that
Yeah. It
was it.
looks like. Yeah. It looks like UFO are kind of. They're really throwing themselves at the enemy team here. I think it is over, but at the same time, UFO were threw away quite a few ships at near the final end of this match here. I think they know it's over and they're just pushing, but they're being quite ballsy. No, I think it's still over, but I mean, yeah, you can see they're
Like,
being quite aggressive.
yeah, with less than 3 minutes left on the clock,
Yeah, it's
it
not
would be
impossible.
quite difficult for UFO to throw the match, even if they wanted to.
Yeah, I think they're
Both,
genuinely. I think they'd be able
if
to there. They're just
if
still
you
sending
notice,
because they know they can do it.
if you notice, both their DDs are unspotted. Like they've got
Yeah,
such
as
a
long as
lead. Oh,
they
is
could
the
lose
Roma going
both
for a
their
ram here?
battleship. Ah, I don't. I think he'll get it. I think he's going to get it. Juices probably would happily accept the ram at this point.
Well, I don't know.
Oh no! Look like Juices not doing it.
Dodging it.
No. No, there's no battleship threat. It's whether line is fast in reverse or whether that Roma's quite full. I think Roma's quite quick. I think Roma can get this ram. Provided that there's not a DD here, I think the Roma's getting this ram. But yeah, I'm curious, Arkin. What do you thought the Jean Bart positioning wasn't good? I really want to hear your take on this one.
We can get Zark
I
if
don't
he's
think
on Discord. Just let us know, Zark.
I know. I want to know.
Get you in.
I want to know his thoughts on this. And yeah, they did lose this game, but you got to respect the influence he could have had this match of RNG. You know.
Damn, guys, you're going to interrupt each other. Shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up, yoink.
Gets very intense. You do tend to speak up a wee bit. Yeah, he's running Dunkirk. Yeah.
And yeah.
If we rewind that game a little bit high, we can watch a bit more of that perspective from Lucas there.
Oh, hang on. This is the one we want. We wanted Lucas. We want like second battle Lucas.
Second battle Lucas.
The Fleet Network has joined us as well. Hello. Which one? Which one are you? Which Fleet Network? There's so many of you guys. Is this... No, this is... Oh yeah, no, this is first battle Lucas. Right, where's second battle Lucas? Oh, it's Adzini. Welcome. Oh, like all fairness, I see RMI are in chat as well. Like genuinely, like you guys, like it was really good to watch. It was really entertaining watching both of you play. Like I gotta say it was a well-deserved win by UFO, but like
you both played very well.
Like trying to pick a man of the match, honestly, we're kind of debating at the moment because Juice in the first match, like
100% Juice for the first match. 100%
played all of his hair off, and that guy has got a significantly large amount of hair. but in the second match, like Lucas put
even though it was
a lot lost, Lucas put in some real work, and I think he was a little bit unlucky to do to not have done more. But honestly, like
he could have taken out two ships if RNG was on its side.
I'd like to thank all the teams involved today, especially the ones that
100%.
sent us links, so we could cover this. And I'm genuine. I'd like to do this again, but not when my team's playing, because I couldn't put in this level of commentary whilst also trying to communicate in game.
Yeah, it's difficult to see. I have to agree with Lush here. It's difficult to agree in a man in the match when we're watching only two players' perspectives. You know, it would be really nice if Wargaming added a spectator mode. Wink, wink, you know?
Yes.
But,
yes, Wargaming.
Wink, wink. Sorry.
Spectator mode. Everyone needs to go onto their official Discord and just say spectator mode when. Like 45 people, everyone in chat now goes to Wargaming and says spectator mode for training rooms when.
100.
That will annoy 100. Them enough that they can go to their boss and go, look, our Discord's full of this.
I gotta say, 100%. Yeah. I think for the first game, though, even without that, I think the first game, Juice is with 100% the MVP, the first game.
First round, Juice done. He literally done everything.
Look at the shot. Look at the shot he has on Rogue here. I mean, GG's to Rogue for dodging it. You got to remember as well.
You got to watch that Rogue. He's a slippery little dude.
He's a slippery little dude. Yeah, I can tell you that. Rogue is certainly slippy. I know that. You got to give him kudos there for duking the shot. But again, Lucas in that position to have that shot is really good. Like, he's got really good shots. He's got shots on 4 different targets here. He's got good cover. He can always back up if he's taking too much fire.
And isn't this the one that, isn't this the shot that disappeared? Right here? Yeah, it is.
No, you need to read this here.
That's the shot that disappeared. What?
You're raining hell on him? Yeah, you did a really good job, Rogue, at duking as well. Lush, that's why we play the game. You know, you have to keep. It's the whole point of RNG is a factor in this game.
When you think about that, like Rogue definitely played very well. He attracted. See, look at this shot. This is the shot that disappears. Right. I don't know how this happens at 12.3 kilometers. Oh no, there he did get a hit. It was one of those shots we've seen, and it just disappeared into into nowhere.
I gotta agree and also disagree with you, Lush, though. Like, battleships they're naturally inconsistent, you know? Like, you'll have consistent shots, you'll have inconsistent shots. You can fire all the right, you can aim perfectly fine, and you can also have a situation where the salvo goes nowhere, you know? Or it hits a mark even if you aim wrong. But that's just RNG this game. But I think Rogue
2035.
Yeah. We could miss the GD to Rogue for dodging all those shells. Really not easy. He could have been death struck the first salvo and the second, maybe even the third. I don't know. But yeah, look at that shot. And look at that shot in the line. Look at that shot. That's the broadside shot.
I don't know.
Rogue, you played really well.
I don't know.
Ooh, 20K.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I should call man of the match, because in all fairness, I was in UFO. Until fairly recently, so I know those guys really well, and you know, I still talk to most of them. They're a great bunch of guys, but RMI as well.
Even though they were the losers this time, they still played a really good game.
Yeah,
we gotta give credit to both teams 100%.
Yeah, you can't ignore 100,000 damage. 120k damage.
120k damage in a competitive match. There's not many ships. Damage is much more valuable. I gotta say, Rogue, you did an excellent job dodging these shells. Jean Bart shells are not easy to dodge. They're very quick, and they have really punchy hits as well. So Rogue did an exceptional job of dodging. Lucas, exceptional position to get those shots, and Juice in the first match, 100%. Really good job at tanking all those shots. That was a really big. I'm honestly going to say that I think that's a class I got the game. The first match was 100% Juice tanking all them shots.
Yeah, Juice occupied 3 ships in that first game, and that makes me want to say MVP, because that was
100%.
The
first match.
What Lucas has been doing in this game, really good. But I like
really good.
But I'm gonna have to give it a Juice
For the second game or the first
for
game?
the first game. Juice in that first
Yeah,
game.
well,
That was
100%. I agree with you for the first game. The question is the second game, really.
like he didn't make any mistakes.
In the first game, Juice did make the first mistake. Remember, he get broadside to that Lennon.
Eh,
You know, that could have cost him there. That could have cost him dearly.
that could have.
You know,
You're
with
right.
hindsight, you got to remember.
I know it's not live.
Yeah.
We're watching it back.
We're watching it back, yeah. I definitely give it to Juice. I mean, it's not Juice's fault that the Lennon didn't fire AP. You know, I'm not gonna say Juice played poorly. There's no accepting he's 100% man of the match for the first game.
We didn't even
For the second game,
we didn't even think about a man of the match for the first match because we were too busy like trying to hide the screens so people couldn't see what the other team
by the
was
way,
picking.
we seem to have forgotten. We seem to have forgotten about Wasa and all that. By the way,
Yeah,
The
that's
Wasa
what I was
game,
saying. Like, I, do you know what? Like, honestly, like after watching this matchup, like, Style made
Look
a
at
lot of mistakes.
the
Like, a
lion.
lot of mistakes.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, and Wasa absolutely capitalised on it. And
yeah.
it was a little bit of an unfortunate. Kind of wish PG recorded our games. Well, menace him, have a chat with him because I actually really enjoy doing this, and if I've got the time to cover more matches, not just gonna wait for the semi-finals and stuff. I'd like to cover more as long as I'm not playing, so I can commentate, and as long as hopefully if Monk's free. If not, I'm sure we can get someone else in.
Yeah. Hopefully, it'd be nice to have me as well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, I'm talking too much. It's just interesting talking about these games.
Yeah, because I would 100% be down to cover more, and I can and have set up a delay. I believe I've got like a 2-minute delay on this. I can say that now because now I know it's not going to affect the gameplay at all. But
Yeah,
you know,
the game's
I can even like pre-agree. Like if you want a 5-minute delay, we can do that.
Why you surprised Monk is here, Bash? Huh? Why you surprised Monk is here?
Oh, was it after the abuse I gave you last time we were on stream? Maybe. But yeah, I'm still going to say I'm going to give MVP to Juice.
I'm still going to say good Lucas for the second game. Juice 100%. I don't think it's even debatable. The first game.
Overall, I know we've been limited to the perspective of 3 players, but out of those 3 that we got to see pretty much for the entirety of their matches, like that one game by Juice, like you say, I think technically you could say there was that one mistake, which is more the Lennon's mistake. I think the Juice is really.
Fired two salvos of HE into a broadside line. That's what Lennon made. That was the mistake that Lennon made. I don't mean to keep going about this per player, but that could have killed Juice, and that could have changed the whole course of the game there. You know, because line is not very well armored broadside on. It's not.
But
it just could have angled a wee bit, but I don't think it would not have made a difference to Lennon.
Like I've seen so much talent from so many different players. Like Rogan is. Like
Rogan the Duking, you've got
Rogan
Lucas in an excellent positioning. Look at the shots that Rogan. He's got like a 30k shot and 20k shots repeatedly here. You've got Juice in the tanking his shells, excellent shots in target acquisition as well. He's shooting the right targets. We had I'm trying to remember here. We had the Beef target priority. He shot the right targets. He really chunked the DD there.
Yeah.
Rogue again popping up here, killing Lucas in the first place. Excellent shots on whoever killed that Celtic at the start. The first.
We
game.
need to stop being so diplomatic. I'm sticking. My opinion was that the first match with Juice, like he tied up 3 ships, tying up 3 ships in a
Yeah,
in a competitive match
Juice,
is fucking huge. And
yeah, right.
despite the amount of talent on display, like you could even argue what Juice did wasn't really all that skillful, but he played his role exactly like he needed to. And yeah, like that's my MVP. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you want to put someone else forward.
Oh no, I mean for the first match, it's not debatable for me.
Oh,
for the second match, I think I've got to say, just from my perspective, Lucas, his positioning was really good.
So who done better in their respective match?
Oh, 100% Juice, 100% Juice.
There we go. We've got our MVP.
Juice, as much as the damages did, the fact that he didn't get any kills is also a big factor. If he took the boats out, yeah, Juice was definitely first. If you had to compare the both of them, Juice is on top here.
Yeah.
It's hard to see because we didn't see these calls, but yeah.
Yeah, Rogue, I have to agree. Like honestly, and we've seen so many good plays, and unfortunately we can't obviously like view everyone, which is the one thing that sucks about doing commentary this way. But from everyone played well, and it was really enjoyable watching it. And genuinely, thank you to all the teams who shared a stream with us. Maybe we can convince more people on the teams to stream, and we can flick between individual ones. Hopefully, we'll set. Yeah, I would say we'll set that up for the final, but just in case I'm in there, I don't want to make promises I can't keep.
Yeah, I've got to say it was so much more interesting to see from the both player perspectives. I got to say, like, I'm going to be honest here, the Wasa game was kind of boring compared to the UFO and RMI one, purely because we got to see both sides,
Having been able to flip the perspectives, and especially having the ships on the opposite flanks as well, kind of from a commentary side, it was much more exciting because we could flip around, we could see what was going on different sides of the map. It was more enjoyable, but that's not to take anything away from Wasa and Stahl, because Wasa played brilliantly. Stahl put up a good fight, a couple of little errors, it could have been very different, but GG's to everyone. Right, it is late as fuck and I'm going to get up for work. I've got to be up at like 4:30, so that gives me just a little over 6.5 hours. So I want to say a massive thank you to all the teams that took part, because this was the most fun I've had doing anything in World of Warships probably for the last couple of months. I'm not gonna lie. Massive thank you to my co-anchor, Mr. Mike.
Thank you, sir. Hope I didn't talk over you too much. It gets intense.
You're doing it again. No, I'm joking. You will. If I want your opinion, I'll ask you for it. No.
There we go. Thank you very much.
But we are going to talk over each other a little bit, because like someone will spot something and it'll just be, oh, that's exciting. Get in there. Yeah. And this is the first time we've co-hosted something like this together as well. So as we get on a bit further down the line, I'm sure we'll sort of develop the techniques to understand when someone's about to pop off. But it was an absolute pleasure, and obviously massive thanks to everyone in the chat. You guys were great, kept us entertained, and hopefully we kept you entertained too. So I'm going to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, take care.
Bye bye.